That is very cool. And you know, Cincinnati, as you've reported so much on, is now really a destination for movie making. And it was 30 years ago when the best film in America was shot primarily here in Cincinnati.
Yes, Rainman, with a powerhouse cast. Much of that movie shot on location in northern Kentucky and Cincinnati. In 30 years, you know what? A lot has changed. Some for the better, some, well, we'll let you decide.
We hungry?
Yeah, Tuesday we have pancakes.
Pancakes? Well,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
This scene was shot at Pompilio's in Newport.
And they shot it here, and from there, people just are still coming in saying, is this where the movie Rainman filmed?
Inside the restaurant, little has changed. This is the table where Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman sat. And this bar area, that's where Dustin Hoffman's character, Rainman, counted toothpicks. There's even a mural of the movie with the actual toothpicks used on it. And even the payphone is still here.
Fun fact, this is not the same phone from the movie, but they put one here so you could recreate the scene if you want to.
So what about that iconic walk down a tree-lined drive? You know, the one that's in every poster about Rainman. Well, the trees were cut down about 10 years ago at St. Anne's Convent in Melbourne, but they're growing back.
Oh, wait a second. Where are you going?
But what was used as a sanatorium in the movie is now a Catholic retreat.
This could take a few minutes.
On the Ohio side of the river, Dixie Terminal on 4th Street was used as a bank in the movie. And the view of the Roebling Bridge was really hard to miss. But now you cannot see it at all. The National Underground Railroad Freedom Center building obscures the view.
I get my boxer shorts at Kmart in Cincinnati. That's Oak and Burnett in Cincinnati, 400 Oak Street.
This is 400 Oak Street. Definitely not Kmart, but you do see this in the film. They use it as the hotel where Tom Cruise stays while in Cincinnati. But it was the Vernon Manor, and that's where the film's production offices were actually located. It's no longer the Vernon Manor. In 2009, it sold. Now it's part of Cincinnati Children's.
Columbia Parkway, the Roebling Bridge, those things are the same, more or less. So how did it happen that this movie, so critically acclaimed, was shot in Cincinnati, a place at the time that wasn't known for Hollywood films?
It was the start of it all. And it's still the one people remember the most, which is pretty fantastic.
That's Kristen Schlottman, Film Cincinnati's executive director. She says,
The producers of Rainman reached out to the state of Ohio and said, we want to scout Ohio for a potential movie. And that office reached out to a woman in Cincinnati, which was Lori Holiday, who is our founder.
Perhaps the biggest change in 30 years is just that Rainman started the film community in earnest. Since then, so many movies have shot in and around Cincinnati, so much so that
You can't remember one movie last year because there were 10 movies last year that were shot in Greater Cincinnati. And Cincinnati is on its way to becoming a world-class destination for all things production.
So will Cincinnati be the focus of any more Oscar winners in the future? Kristen Schlottman says yes, pointing to the fact that films shot here are headlining film festivals all over the world. Carol was shot here, and it was up for an Academy Award, and that was in 2015.